This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. AA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president, and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, you are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource, The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. At UT, education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain the remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
And welcome everybody to University of Tampa baseball. We're back. Doubleheader baseball going on today as the Spartans go for a 3-game sweep of the weekend series against the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. Spartans winning the first game yesterday and came back and won another slugfest that the Spartans ended up having 14-5 or 14-6, I think it was, in this second game, and 12-1 yesterday. So both games, 14-8.
Yeah.
Forgot 2 runs in the 8th for the Sailfish. But anyway, the Spartans winning it now 25-3 on the season, 10-1 in the SSC, and they get on ready to take on the Sailfish in the series conclusion coming up in a matter of minutes here. Jack Ike, Tate Gebhardt, and Daniel producing the show here, keeping me informed of everything going on. You guys are filling in for the intern who apparently is in Puerto Rico for the weekend.
Yeah, taking a break off.
Got some other games going on around the conference. Florida Southern, a 3-1 winner over Florida Tech. And that's an important game because those two teams were hanging close to Tampa. Rollins trying to get a score on them. They are the team closest to Tampa in the standings. They are playing St. Leo, but that's not until 3 o'clock. Embry-Riddle, a 12-10 winner over Eckerd. And as I said, Florida Southern beat Florida Tech 3-1. Barton, in a non-conference game, beat Barry 7-6, the final in that one. Spartans will send off Nick Long to pitch this game, and the starting lineups for the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish, a very similar lineup than what we've seen, as they'll start out with Warren, number 11, leading off in center field. Blair at third base, number 9, batting second. First base, batting third, is number 30, Lantigua. Cleanup is the second baseman, Hauk. Fifth is the DH, number 7, Manto. Sixth is the catcher, Hausen. Seventh is the shortstop, Casaleggi. So McAllister Jorgensen will be at third base. Dan Sullivan, who plays first base most of the time, some third base, is the DH for today's game. And at first base will be Jamarcus Lyons. Spartans will have Drew Earhart behind the plate. Lyons at first. Winkelmeyer at second. J.D. Urso at shortstop. Jorgensen at third, and then Lala, Cadenas, Cumbo, left, center, and right. First pitch coming up. Called strike. We're underway. Quick turnaround on the field. Joe Urso got on the tractor, leveled it out. Boy, he loves that. You were mentioning yesterday. What's he going to do next year?
I don't know.
They're talking about going all-turf field next year. That's Joe's baby out there.
I don't know.
Swing and a miss.
I guess he'll still use it. Just get off the sunflower seeds the players spit. But really, other than
a
that,
vacuum. Just get a vacuum.
Sure.
Yeah, a Zamboni or something.
Sponsored by Dyson.
Yeah.
Who knows? We just have such a well-kept field. It's going to be tough going straight to turf. But, again, it is easier.
There's so much. This field gets so much activity. I mean, there's high school teams playing on
Sure.
this field. There was one year a couple years ago, and the U.S. Collegiate Club Baseball Championship was held
Huh.
here. Not every college
Such
team
a
has
nice
a
field, yeah.
varsity team.
So,
And, I mean, that was wear and tear. I think they had 8 teams playing round robin.
yeah.
There's a ball, 2-2.
My thing, and it's something I'd bring up to him, is the heat in Tampa. That off turf is
Yeah,
brutal.
it's like a parking lot.
It is bad.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting factor next year. Also, how balls bounce and getting used to that over time, it wears out. But
Tap foul. Still nary a cloud in the sky. Beautiful tourism poster day here in Tampa. Just outside. I heard you do that the other day,
Yeah.
just outside when it went behind one of the Spartan batters. Then he
Yeah.
threw another one about 2 batters later.
yeah, no, it was, yeah.
One of the sailfish pitchers,
Yeah.
just a bit outside.
Yeah.
And those will catch you because you start to back out because you know it's in on you.
Yeah.
But then you realize it's way too in on
Yeah.
you. It's behind you. Ground ball heading out to Urso. Is going to have to hustle to throw. Gets it. Big gun. Got him.
So Jamarcus Lyons over there at first. I know we mentioned that, but just seeing that. But but the pitch outside, it's one of those things when you're facing a pitcher, you'd rather face someone who has nasty stuff and at least throwing it in the strike zone. Because when you walk in, the guy throws a 90-mile-per-hour fastball behind your back. Not the greatest feeling in the world. But
I think I told you that Mitch Williams, the former closer for the Phillies
Sure.
and the Cubs, started with the Cubs anyway. I mean, his nickname was Wild Thing.
Yeah.
And he said he would purposely just throw balls way past the catcher while he was warming up.
Oh,
just
sure,
to
sure.
plant that seed in the batter's mind.
That's a little inside information.
And then he
about-
would usually kind of like slam his glove down like, man, I can't control it
Sure.
today.
I'll do that in most pickup games of basketball. I purposely airball at least 4 or 5 threes.
After you've been picked, right?
After I've been
Okay,
picked,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
It's strategic. I used to do that with baseball too. Because I couldn't throw hard, I would just throw it everywhere, and then I'd come in and throw accurate, and they're just confused. So it's a mental game.
Yep. Blair at the plate.
Spartans baseball team looking to do what the Spartans softball team has done today, where they swept the Palm Beach Atlantic team over there in Palm Beach.
Nice pitch, strike call. Tapper, fielded, throws, long for 2 outs.
And that would be why you do PFPs.
Mentioning the 3 starters for the Spartans, the 3 main starters. Paul 5-1 now. Herb 6-0. Long coming in 4-0. I mean, that's 15-1 from your 3 primary starters of your 25-3 record. Braden Nelson with 3 wins. Dalton Ross with 3 wins. A little bit late on the swing for Antigua.
So LSU did just beat Tampa Spartans 5-0
in
beach volleyball. So update around Spartan sports.
Just misses. Nick Long was hopping into the dugout. One-two pitch on the way from Long. Tap foul.
Oh, I forgot to do the Tater Tot question of the day for game 1. So real quick,
Uh-oh.
how many national? The Tater Tot question of the day. How many national championships has Coach Urso won as a player and as a coach?
I'm obligated to know this.
We'll bring it up to you in the bottom half of the first.
Okay. Do I still get the cruise vacation if I get it
Sure,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
you get a free
All right.
free voucher.
Two tapped, goes foul. Jorgensen tracks it down in foul territory. So Lantigua back in the box.
Coming into the year, they're saying Joe Urso had 869 wins. So
Wow.
I'm assuming we're close to 900.
What was it, 869, did you say?
Yep. So
Add 24, 25 more. So he's 894.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, 900 could potentially come
Be
on the road.
Yeah.
Don't want him to slow down and wait on
keep
it.
winning
Just
out.
keep pedal to the metal.
Take the record on the road when you want it.
We'll bring it up anyway.
Sure.
2-2 pitch with 2 out. Lashed, base hit. And Lantigua got all of that one. Hit it out into right field. We'll bring Hauk up, the cleanup hitter.
So, okay. The walks in the season, Coach Urso holds it 54.
Wow. That one gets through. Short and third. Runners on first and second with 2 out.
I know it's random for those at home wondering. We've been talking about this all year. Finally got a
50. He walked 54 times.
Yep, still
in a
holds the school
season.
records and walks for a season 54 and career 176.
Wow.
Yeah.
Manteau to the plate now with runners on first and second and 2 out. So we were gushing over Jordan Lala with 24. That's probably then 54 might have been a walk a game because depending on how deep they went, it could have been 1 walk a game, which is about the pace Lala was on.
Well, from the looks of this, it looks like in his final season as a senior, they faced Florida, Clemson, Michigan, Alabama, and Miami.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. We've never been Division I in baseball. We've just been Division II, and then okay. Just happened to play a lot of Division I opponents that year, I guess.
I mean, you look at like basketball schedules from teams that are in the Sunshine State Conference now, and you'll see a lot of them in the 70s, 80s, 90s were playing D1 schools.
Sure, yeah.
And there just wasn't that big a concern over
sports
divisions.
I remember Tampa has played UConn in recent memory in basketball. I don't know what the score was. I just remember looking at the walls in the team store, and I was up there. Obviously, we take on USF whenever we can. I wish the baseball teams would go off against each other, but our baseball team's so good, we might give USF a run for their money.
I don't know if it was a guy was talking to you, and then he came over and talked to me between games. I don't know if he's talking to you about that.
Sure, I don't know.
But he's like, just want to get your opinion how this team would do against USF.
No, I've been asked that a ton of times. Not today necessarily.
Okay,
But just
I thought maybe he had just talked to you.
No, they just have that.
And he said in a 5-game series, and I said 3-2 USF would probably do it, but it'd be a battle.
This Tampa team,
I wouldn't count them out.
I don't know.
I don't think USF would have nothing to gain by playing in it.
They have everything to lose. Same with the Phillies when we beat them.
Yeah.
This is kind of the same situation. It's like
I don't think they figured they'd lose.
No, they figured they'd lose, but since they've lost, it's like they've realized.
Yeah, now they don't want to do it.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
They have nothing to gain, really, even if they win.
But I told you, the next year they made a point of we're not losing to these kids again. They put in some major leaguers. It was mostly AAA players the first year.
Yeah.
But they're pros.
Yeah. So, honestly, probably the reason I'm here right now is because they beat the Phillies, because that's the first time I heard of them, came down here, liked the school enough.
Did you listen to my broadcast? Is that why you
Honestly,
did it?
I might have been down here. They played Grand Valley State when the game I came down here, and they won by a lot. That's all I remember. I sat right over there.
Strikeout to end the inning. They get 2 on with a couple base hits, but nobody scores.
Yeah.
We played a half an inning. It is Palm Beach Atlantic 0. Tampa coming to bat right here on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the first we go. On the mound for the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish will be Nick Adams. This will be his 7th appearance of the year. All starts at this point. Has a 1-3 record. 25 1/3 innings pitched. Given up 23 hits, 22 runs, 17 earned, 8 walks, 21 strikeouts. Has an ERA coming in of 6.04.
So before we get started, we're going to the Tater Talk question of the day. How many NCAA championships has Coach Joe Urso won as a head coach and as a player?
I'm saying 6.
You are correct. 6. He's won 5 as a coach.
I get the vacation.
You get the vacation. 5 as a coach, 1 as a player.
Where is Peoria, Illinois, where the vacation is? Anyway?
I don't know. They gave me a flyer, so I'm giving it to you. So the last one he got, or the one we got as a player, he was actually the MVP of the 92 championship team, which we'll be celebrating, I believe, on the 22nd of April when they play Florida Southern.
Nice. Jordan Lala to lead off for Tampa.
So this game, I'll have another Tater Talk question later on. I forgot the first game, so that's where we are.
All right. One as a player, 5 as a coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside.
And has a plethora of records throughout the things here. Also has his number retired on the right center field gap there.
Adams, the lefty, pitching out of the stretch. Even with nobody on, there's a strike call.
Oh, I've mentioned this to you before. I always like that move because when a runner comes on, most of the time you're going to pitch with a runner on, so it's a good move.
Outside.
Not that it speeds up the game that much, but I have to imagine the extra brief second there probably speeds things up.
And walked him.
And that's walk number, I believe, 26 on the year for Lala.
Leadoff walk will cost you.
Yeah.
You'll pay the price. All right, let's see if he has Drew bunt him over.
Drew has shown that he can do about everything you ask of him, so.
Though he must, if he sees that bunt sign, he must go, golly, darn it.
He's a real good team player, though.
Yep. No, swinging away.
Yeah.
Call strike.
He's also really good at hit and run. He can really do about anything you
Yeah.
ask of him. So.
Oh, 1. Fouled off.
Looks like a high school team.
Yeah.
Potentially in attendance.
Throw over.
Either that or a JV team about to play after this, one or the other. I can't really.
Saw him here earlier.
Yeah.
They all have similar T-shirts on. ST22. I don't know what that means. State 22 or something.
The back of their hat says hits. So
yeah, I saw that too.
I don't know if that's short for something or they just like hitting the ball.
0-2 to Earhart. And caught. Wow. That gets away. That'll. All right. Should he get a sacrifice for that then?
It's about as good. I mean, did his job.
Same result. Well, he just ripped that one, but a diving Casaleggio took a hit away from him. Puts it 2 or 3 feet either way. It's a base hit.
It should be an error, right?
Throwing error.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the.
Oh, they got it.
Yeah, had the runner not advanced, it would have just been a bad throw.
Sure.
But because something happened,
occurred to it.
They have to assign
Sure.
something. Fouled off to Cumbo, or by Cumbo. Cumbo keeps that bat angle down. Then when the pitcher goes in the stretch, starts wiggling it at the top of the swing, loads it, and gets ready.
That was interesting because it's tough for some people because they, and again, he does it so well, so you can't really critique him. But when you wiggle it to come set and then go down, because if I catch you as a pitcher where it's down and then you have to bring it back up, it becomes a longer process. But he's got it down to a T. It's probably also a comfortability thing as well.
Look, a stare-off going on here right now. And finally, that's exactly what was going on.
Sure.
And who knows with that pitch clock? We haven't quite gotten
Yeah.
the word on
Figure
how
it
long
out.
it is between pitches. Cumbo waits. Off speed, just miss.
Speaking of EJ Cumbo, we mentioned the first game. His big poll of the day was, is a wrap a sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
71% of people who voted on his story said no. So
71%?
71%.
Okay.
So that leaves 29% said yes, it is. So I would say it isn't because it's one bread, but I digress.
Inside.
And that would definitely be a high school team.
Yeah. Hits start now. Cheering for a student who apparently went and shagged a foul ball, not giving it back.
Oh, I thought they were. Okay. That makes a lot more sense than what I thought.
Cumbo rips that one. Does it fall in the gap? It's going to be down. That's going to bring a run in. And it'll make it a 1-0 lead here in the first.
Starts off game 2 of today as he started off game 1 with an RBI double. So having a good day at the plate.
Could tell Joe Urso either was talking to Lala or signaled him somehow, but he just jogged it from third.
Sure.
Didn't sprint in and made it easily.
That'll be Cumbo's 5th RBI on the day.
Nice.
So really having a nice day.
Jamarcus Lyons moving up in the order.
also having a good day with
the
that.
cleanup position. Dan Sullivan in the on-deck circle at 5. And he hits one to center field. That's running, falls in. Cumbo to third.
Nice move by Cumbo to
Boy, I
stay
tell you,
there.
Warren just kept running. I thought it was out there farther.
Sure.
And Warren just never stopped running.
Cumbo couldn't engage it. That's why he was staying there.
Yeah. Dan Sullivan to the plate now in a 1-0 Spartan lead, but with 1 out, runners on the corners. Inside. Inside, but on the corner.
Do you know if there's a high school game after this, or
I don't know. I don't know why they would be here now, waiting 3 hours.
I don't know.
3+ hours for a game to start.
You know what? It says HCC baseball.
Might be just Hillsborough Community College, probably.
Who could be?
Might be just taking in the game.
Do we have anyone who may have played there? So let's see.
That is hit. That is hit. Matter where it's going to land. Home run, Dan Sullivan.
Baby, goodbye.
Spartans are off and running with a 4-0 lead here in the first.
You can ring the bells and hoist the sails. Dan the Man Sullivan goes yard once again, which means another mile on the board for me. Eventually, it's getting to the point where I don't know how safe this is going to be, but we're still going to do it. Open that game.
Sullivan, home run number 7 on the year. Add 3 more RBI to the total, 28.
There's the home run, Shane.
Just a matter of where that one was going to land, folks.
That was the deepest, one of the deepest parts of the park.
So just the way they started the first game today, picking up some runs in the first. Urso tries to bloop one. That's going to fall. Base hit for Urso. Spartans off and running. 4 runs, 4 hits already. By the way, the leadoff walk did score.
4 runs, yeah.
Good to see Jose Cadenas back in center field. He patrolled center field really well for the Spartans.
Sure.
But it was also nice to know that a guy like Luke Glancy could come in and be just as solid, though he was always a left fielder. They moved Lala to center. Lala we saw when he played left earlier in the year, robbing a player of a grand slam.
Yeah, this is impressive play.
Reached over the fence, became nothing but a sac fly.
We wish we could get video footage for y'all, but we couldn't. We did have a photo that went viral of how high he got up there when he jumped. It was impressive home run robbery. We're already only in the bottom of the first. It feels so much later on.
We're deep. Good stop.
So 18 runs on the day for the Spartans so far.
Huson behind the plate. He had been in the outfield for the first 2 games of the series. Tosto had been behind the plate. I tell you, Tosto had a lot of work in that first game. He was in line to win the Vezina Trophy before that was over.
Sure, yeah.
A lot of balls, 1 hopping.
Yeah. It shows you 1 error. We mentioned it. You can't make errors against the Spartans. They'll make you pay either on that one or later on. So.
Yep. Ground ball. Fielded quickly. The throw in time to get the second out of the inning. Good throw by Blair. Moves Urso over to second. And brings McAllister Jorgensen to the plate. Take that back, Winkelmeyer. Nicholas Winkelmeyer. Jorgensen on deck. Four lefties in the lineup this time for the Spartans. They had been 5 all weekend.
Yeah. I think the most you've seen all year is 6. 6 was the.
I think we saw 6 at one time. I don't know if they started with 6, but
or maybe
at one point had 6 in the lineup.
I think Lorenzo was a switch hitter, so
okay,
potentially could be that. I've never seen him bat righty, so I always assume he's.
Call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Ripped, base hit. Do they send him? Yes, he is. Here comes JD to the plate, and the Spartans have a 5-0 lead in the first. The lefty goes to left field. Brings up McAllister Jorgensen now.
Well, if you're Nick Long, you have a 5-run cushion entering the top of the second. Not a bad start.
Ball high. Strike call. Spartans will be on the road the next couple weekends. Conference play next week at Embry-Riddle, and then up at Lee, non-conference, but regional game in Cleveland, Tennessee the weekend after that. Popped up foul. We will not be back on the air until April 14th and 15th when Barry comes to town. And then they'll follow that up with a series against Florida Southern. That'll end it for the home portion of the regular season. The final 3 weekends are all on the road. Yeah. So imperative that the Spartans put as much lead as distance in the rearview mirror as they can.
Yeah.
Fouled off. Series against Rollins.
That'll probably be a pretty crucial one right there.
Is the second to the last series of the year. Right now they are nipping at the Spartans' heels. Just 1 game back.
Was really hoping for this game to cruise along, but... Don't get me wrong, like a 5-0 Tampa start.
Well, now we cruise along.
Now we've
established the lead. Well, can you hang on for a few more minutes?
No, sure.
Solid base hit by McAllister. Jorgensen puts runners on the corners. Hit parade continues. That is 6 hits, 5 runs, 6 hits, and we're in the first. And Jordan Lala, who, by the way, led off this game batting for the Spartans, is back in the box again. Second time up, first inning. He walked in the first appearance. I've noticed this. I watch Jordan get in the batter's box, just defaces those batter's box lines.
Sure, I think, yeah, it's always interesting as the games go on, especially these doubleheaders, like, get closer and closer.
I mean, he's taking care of the back line. He just wiped that one out.
It's not friendly with the front line.
The one parallel to the plate is pretty well wiped out.
1 of 3 Spartans in the second game not to get a hit, and we've already hit a round, so that's
true. That would be, if 6 hits, they'd have to be 6 different people.
Yeah.
So. But he did get on base.
No, he didn't walk, yeah.
7 got on base.
Let me see what his on-base percentage, because he gets on base more than he necessarily hits.
Yeah, I would bet 430.
458. His average is 319. So hitting well, obviously.
I mean, that's half the time for the most part he gets on base.
Yeah, it's impressive. Second best on the team, J.D. Urso, 455. Oh,
wow.
That one's going to hurt.
Yeah. Threw him out anyway.
Yep.
Adams taking a shot from Lala to end the inning. Tough inning. That's adding insult to injury on that one. Spartans come up with 5 runs, 6 hits. There was an error, and we played 1. And it is 5-0 Tampa on TampaSpartans.tv.
For college sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We head to the top of the second now. Tampa asserting control of this game early with a 5-run first inning. 5 runs, 6 hits, including a Dan Sullivan 3-run homer. It was a no-doubter when it left the bat. Nick Long back on the mound for Tampa. Gave up 2 hits. We were discussing if the Spartans were to keep this up, they'd win 40-0. So we checked on the highest scoring major league game.
36-7 was that one, but the second closest, I believe, was Rangers at Orioles in recent
modern times. Yeah, 30-3 over the Rangers Orioles. Okay, I remember that one. I think they had some outfielders and club attendants pitching.
Sure.
Swing and a miss by Housen, the catcher.
I mean, you really got to piss off someone to win 30-3. At that point, you just hope to push those runs to another game and use them later.
Strike call. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Went upstairs looking for that one. Goes down swinging. Second K of the game for Long. Brings Casalogia to the plate. Casalogio playing shortstop. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 on the way. Outside, 1-1. Off speed, nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2, just low and outside.
If I'm long, I'm just pitching to contact.
Yeah, just let my fielders back me up. Center field, deep. Cadenas catches it.
I mean, man, he backpedaled at least 8 or 9 yards there.
Yeah, nice to see him handle that one with ease. 2 down now. Brings Ebo to the plate. Ball high. Decent crowd here for the second game. I think a little bit more than the first game. Popped up. That's playable. Urso going back. Cadena's coming in. It may fall. It does. Base hit. And heading for second. The throw. He's in. Heads up base running by Ebo that time. He never broke stride.
Sure.
And it kind of fell in a little Bermuda triangle of players out there.
Not collide. Rather it dropped than them colliding, because that was good. Could be a dangerous possibility right there. And also, Cadenas did get injured on a diving play, so it's not that I don't think he'd be able to make that play. Could be a little timid, not trying to re-injure anything.
Jeremy Texel to the plate now. Had a pinch hitting role yesterday. Did not play in the first game, getting a start in this game. Tap foul. Long in the stretch. And the pitch. Shows bunt. He one-hops it to the plate. Texel playing right field in this game where Hausen normally played, but Hausen has gone to catch. Tosto out of the lineup for now. Catches the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 with 2 outs. And a strikeout to end the inning. Third strikeout of the game for Long. No runs, a hit. They leave 1. We've played an inning and a half. Still Tampa 5. Palm Beach Atlantic nothing on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the second. Tampa 5, Palm Beach Atlantic nothing. Tampa touched Nick Adams for 5 runs on 6 hits in the first inning. He's still on the mound. Threw 36 pitches in the first. Faced 10 batters. Jordan Lala batting twice in the inning. So Drew Earhart will lead off here in the second. Tampa right now in just 1 inning, 5 for 8 with runners on, and 4 for 5 with runners in scoring position, and 2 for 3 with 2 outs. Some haughty numbers. Ball outside, 2-0 to Earhart. That one catches the corner. Strike one. 1 ball, 2 strike, or 2 balls, 1 strike, I should say. Off speed, popped up, playable.
Higher than I can see right now.
And Antigua comes over and makes the catch at first base. That is the play that would have exposed my friend to not being a Major League player.
That's tough for major leaguers. That was hit high, and there's wind involved there, so there's a lot of elements there that.
Yep.
If you were just watching as a casual fan, you could see how you'd think that'd be easy. But.
E.J. Cumbo to the plate now for Tampa. Doubled to the base of the wall. His first appearance. 1 hop outside.
4 for 4 on the day. 1 for 1 in today's game.
That'll help the all average.
Yep. Let's see if we can jinx it. Only thing he doesn't have today is a home run. So
careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Skips away from that one. Does he have a triple? No.
It doesn't have a triple on the day, no. Pair of doubles, though.
Yeah.
He may have a walk, they don't show it on here.
Taking all the way, 3-1 on the call. Base hit. Outstretched glove of Antigua couldn't get it. And E.J. Cumbo continues to tear the cover off the ball.
Yeah. 5 for 5 will help to get old average.
Oh, yeah. Jamarcus Lyons to the plate.
Someone who wants to see me run from here to Alaska and back up to the plate, Mr. Jamarcus Lyons, but there will be...
And Kent Bottenfield coming out to talk.
Could be potentially a pitching change. There is a righty warming up in the bullpen for these sailfish, but we will find out right here. And it will be. We'll have a righty coming in. In Tenza's game.
So Nick Adams done throwing pitches, but he's responsible for a base runner. I believe it's Chris Seymour is what the umpire signaled. Number 15.
Update this and see. New pitcher.
See if I can verify that.
Their jerseys are tough to read their numbers, folks.
Pretty sure it's 15, Chris Seymour. Yes.
Seymour.
All right. Verified by 2 sources, so we'll go with it.
Cool.
Chris Seymour comes in with a 8th appearance of the year. Started once. Has a couple saves, 26 innings, 12 hits. So Seymour's ready, and Jamarcus Lyons will be his first appearance. Lyons with a solid single and scored back in the first. A unique stance on the mound to get the sign. And Seymour is set. And first pitch hit into the gap. That's going to send Cumbo all the way to third. And Lyons will stay at first. The hit parade continues. That time, Jamarcus said, I don't need any more than one pitch to see what this guy's got. Dan Sullivan, last pitch he saw, he launched over the right center field wall. His 7th home run of the year. And he was looking for number 8.
Wow. Between him and Malcolm, their swings, even if they miss.
Yeah, you can feel the wind gust.
Yeah.
Oh, hit him, did it? No, bounced away. He danced away from that one.
If it bounces off the ground, then hits you, it still counts as a hit by pitch, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, you can hit a ball that bounces in front of the plate.
Yep, Vladimir Guerrero's known to do that at least once or twice. I believe got hits.
It's a talent.
Yeah. That's the only time I've ever seen it done was Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s dad, who used to play for the Angels. Home run derby champion. Don't know if he won a World Series, but
a little bit low.
I know the Angels won a World Series in the early 2000s, but I don't know if Vlad Guerrero was on the team. He was on Montreal for a long time.
Yeah.
I do not know. I would ask our intern, but he's in Puerto Rico, cell service, not so great.
He's not doing us much good down there.
Nope, not at all.
Sullivan takes time out. And the pitch. Oh, boy, that was, I think he pulled out the 9-iron to swing at that one.
It's always interesting to see how a batter responds after hitting a home run.
A little antsy.
Yep.
2-2 count with 1 out. Runners on the corners. Spartans already up 5-0 here in the second. All 5 coming in the first. Sullivan trying to start it off in the second. A little bit low. 3-2 now. Seymour, full count. Runner goes from first, and it's a ball, and bases are loaded for J.D. Urso. Boy, there have been a lot of bases loaded situations for Tampa today. A lot.
Which, again, for Spartans fans, you love to see it. For this home run thing I'm doing, not so great for my
anxiety. Not just this game.
Just in general, yeah.
I mean, we're only in the second inning, but it's probably
at least 8.
2 or 3 this game, and I'd say at least close to a half dozen first game. Batters coming up with the bases loaded. Urso to the plate. Who hit the grand slams that have gotten your total? Glancy and who?
Glancy and Cumbo? I believe Cumbo, yep.
Foul down.
Yeah. Glancy for sure.
Yep.
I don't believe it was Sullivan or Lyons.
I'm thinking Cumbo.
I'm thinking Cumbo. Urso hit 2 3-run home runs.
Correct.
But not a grand slam. So. No, it was definitely Cumbo. I remember. He hit it really far. Yeah, I remember. He hit it really far up the right field.
Just missing outside.
Urso 3 for 5 on the day. 2 for 5 in game 1. 1 for 1 in this game.
Seymour fires, gets away to the no. Cumbo thought about it and said, "Not." That one hit the bricks and came back fairly far.
Is the downside of having brick as your backstop.
I remember a couple years ago, pitch just like that hit the bricks. Base runner,
sprawled.
And it went all the way to home plate.
Oh,
tagged him out by 10
nice.
feet.
Cool. I guess it also would help them if they're on defense as well.
Mm-hmm.
The one's at Old Yankee Stadium one where it's just such a far backstop that if it gets by them at all, it's going to be there for a while.
Two 2-1 on the way. Urso taps it foul. Long look. Seymour ready. Bases full. 2-2 count. Fly ball. Coming in. Falls in for a base hit. Everybody moves up one. A run scores. It's 6-0. I think a little communication problem between Ebo and Warren.
It's tough.
And they both kind of said, I got it, you take it.
Sure. Well, Urso increases his day.
We have a 5 for 7 day going now?
He was 3 for 6, so that makes him 4 for 7.
Jose Cadenas to the plate. Another batter up with the bases loaded. Spartans now up 6-0.
So all the stats of today's game, the overall team is 9 for 13.
Man.
Runners on 7 for 10, and runners in scored position 5 for 6, 2 outs, 2 for 3. So overall, just we may never go home today.
Now they just may have called that pitch clock thing, because the pitcher kind of looked like, what? The umpire stepped out and signaled something.
Is it 20 or 30 seconds? That's the other question.
We never confirmed that.
Yeah.
Strike.
Ooh.
They may not have done that. I know they say the first time you get a warning. Second time they actually call a ball.
I also learned if you don't step into the box when the umpire is ready, they can give you an automatic strike. Happened in a D1 game earlier this week.
Seymour fires outside. Long look in by Seymour. Cadenas waits. Here's the pitch. Look good. Call strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. One and 2.
Oh.
Base hit. That'll bring another run in. Everybody's going to advance a base. Just out of the reach of Casalogio and just out of harm's way was Dan Sullivan.
Ring around the rosy, everybody. Keep going.
Now Nicholas Winkelmeyer to the plate.
1 for 1 in game 2 today with an RBI. In game 1, Winkelmeyer had another. He was 2 for 2 in that game as well. So all Spartans hit in both games today.
Not often your number 9 hitter is batting twice
sure.
in the first 2 innings.
So only 2 Spartans without a hit today in game 2.
Strike call. Winkelmeyer with a single. RBI reached 3rd last inning.
Yeah, that was last inning. Wow. Okay. A 1 hit away from double digits in hits.
Man.
Yeah.
Inside. 1 out.
Be 3 straight games in a row with double digits in hits. I believe also in runs, so.
Ground ball fielded nicely. They go to the plate, get the force. The throw, double play. They turn 2 on the not so conventional 1 to 2 to 3 double play. That ends the inning. Spartans do pick up a couple more and have a 7-0 lead after 2 innings right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
kids from Michigan.
Sure. Beautiful weather.
Yeah. Felt sorry for some people a couple of weeks ago. It was kind of cold here.
Yeah.
And that one's ripped. Does Lala have a play? Yes!
Standing
Took
up,
it off
too.
a tall blade of grass.
Yeah. That's how fast he is. Just didn't have to even dive for it.
That was always such a good feeling when you tracked one of those down.
Sure.
Man. It's like, wow, I got there.
I am quick. I am speed.
Davis Blair to the plate. I mean, that's the other thing we've touched on. The Spartans will hurt you if you let them hurt you, but they'll also prevent you from doing things as well.
Sure. You got to be almost
very few errors.
You gotta,
top-notch defense. Sorry, I cut you off
No,
twice.
no, you're good. You got to either catch them on an off day or not produce almost any errors. We saw that one error in the first inning, and then it just since then it's been all Tampa.
Yep. So if they give you an opening, you got to capitalize because they will not give you many.
Sure. Or you just got to find them on the one off day they're having.
Yep. Nice off-speed pitch.
Yeah.
Strikeout, fourth of the game. 9 strikeouts last night from Herb, 9 this afternoon. So we just keep piling them up.
Yeah. I believe Antigua's whole family is here. I saw them in between games. They were cheering them on. He is from Florida, so.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming Palm Beach. I believe he went to, unless UMass I know is a D1 school, but UMass Lowell, is that the full name, or is that
that's
a
the
lower?
big school.
Okay,
I think that is the big
cool.
school.
So he by way of there.
Earhart couldn't track the ball down there, hiding in his shin guards. Who is the most famous athletic alum from UMass you can think of?
UMass.
Yeah.
There's got to be a football player.
Get you in the Wayback Machine here. Daniel, do you have a shot at this one?
No. I'm trying to think. There's a football player from UMass.
That's a good idea, but we'll be the wrong direction.
Okay. All right. All right. I don't know. I don't have a guess. I don't know.
Julius Irving.
Oh, yeah. I should have known that.
Told you had to be in the Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
They just made and I can't remember the name, they just made a fairly big splash on a basketball coach like yesterday.
UMass?
Because they've been kind of irrelevant for a couple decades.
Sure.
They made a Final Four.
Or as
maybe
kids in college
20 years ago.
UMass. Let me see if I can get the name.
And they've decided they want to get back to basketball relevancy.
Sure.
Frank Martin, that's right. Frank Martin from South Carolina. I think that's a great move.
So there's UMass Amherst.
Okay, so Lowell is not.
I don't. I know there's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah. Sean Hauk to the plate now. Antigua getting a pass to first. Marcus Camby also played at UMass. I remember that I mentioned he was a good player one time to my wife, and she bought me his jersey. And I'm like, okay, thanks.
She was trying to pick up on insights.
She's like, well, you said something about him.
Yeah. I would do, yep, that makes sense. That's why if you ever tell me anything or you do something, it's the same idea. It's like every time I have to buy a gift, I'm like, okay, I remember these 3 things. Yeah.
Yep, so you're getting stuff.
Yeah, you're getting a Pepsi T-shirt.
Yep. Two-strike count to Hauk.
So you have a UMass T-shirt? That's awesome.
Well, my wife bought me an LSU T-shirt, which I have. I like LSU because for many years now, my all-time favorite basketball player was, and it still is Pete Maravich.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest.
And just the greatest showman of all time. So she was down there and said, get me an LSU shirt.
My grandfather got to see Pete Maravich play basketball. I don't know if he was still in college, but he's always lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and says one of the greatest passers he's ever witnessed.
He was more skilled at passing than he was at scoring.
Sure.
I mean, anybody who's doing anything today, Pete did it before them.
Yeah, no.
But he was a hot dog.
For sure, yeah, no. They named the basketball court, or the
Pete Maravich Assembly Center.
Yep. Right next to Mike the Tiger's cage.
Yep. Swing and tipped into the mitt for the strikeout. Another strikeout. 5th of the game for Nick Long, and we've completed 2.5. No runs. They did pick up a hit. Left a man on at the end of 2.5. 7-0 Tampa on top of Palm Beach Atlantic on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. NCAA Division II athletics program.
McAllister Jorgensen, the leadoff for Tampa here in the bottom of the 3rd. Tampa's put numbers up in the 1st and 2nd. And has a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Seymour still pitching for the Sailfish. Ground ball out towards second, fielded easily by Hauk. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch.
As a John Smoltz-like wind up.
Jordan Lala coming to bat for the 3rd time in 3 innings, folks.
3rd time in 3 innings and looking for his first hit in game 2. So, only need Lala and Earhart to get a hit for the entire lineup to have a hit.
So the top 2 have yet to get hits.
Sure.
Huh?
I'm really hoping they do get
Lala's
hits.
been on once.
Oh, he's been on, yeah.
Walked his first time up.
Sure. Walked and scored. Would be impressive for the entire lineup to have a base hit before even going to the top of the 4th.
Get through? Nope. Kessel, whoa! Coming through. Did they give him the base? Yes. So he found another way to get on base, but
on-base percentage
doesn't count as a hit.
Outstanding.
Boy, Shaquille O'Neal would not have caught that one.
No.
Brings up Drew Earhart now with a runner in scoring position.
Want to know the terrifying fact about cartoons?
Okay.
So my sister sent me this. I don't think you're going to know who this is. There's a kids show called Peppa Pig.
I've heard of it, yeah.
He's supposed to be the same height as Shaq.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah, 7'1", so.
That's big.
Random fact, but has something to do with Shaq.
Drew Earhart to the plate.
Sorry, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Apologies.
Yes, that's true. Police officer Shaquille O'Neal, I believe, as well.
Also,
the sheriff.
DJ
He won a
Shaquille
sheriff.
O'Neal. He's just doing side missions at this point. His name on DJ is DJ Diesel.
And a singer.
Yeah. SSC, one of the SSC teams, Barry, is where he got his doctorate, so has some relation to draw us back to here.
Wouldn't you love to get pulled over some night and it's Shaquille O'Neal?
It'd be awesome. I'd want a ticket.
License and registration, please. Not that I know that they do that.
Yeah, of course. No, I've heard it through the shows, Cops.
Yeah. Earhart grounds out. Moves Lala up to second. Or Lala stays at second, I should say.
I would just love to get a ticket from Shaq because then you could just have that story forever.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay it if you had to turn the ticket in.
No, yeah. Keep that forever.
Keep it.
He actually went through sheriff training. Wasn't like an easy pass.
Yeah.
Same with his doctorate. He got it, I think, in some psychology. I can see he's writing something.
The base or
the umpire.
Base umpire?
Yeah.
So he's keeping the clock.
He has to give him a warning. There's no way they just know.
A little bit low to Cumbo. 2 outs now. And Cumbo doesn't want to wait so long. Steps out, steps back. Pitch, out, no, call, strike on the corner. Cumbo shaking the bat. Here's the pitch. High and outside. 2-1. Into the stretch. Seymour, glance at second. And a look at second. Back in the stretch. Tapped. Foul. They said it hit foul first.
If you get done before the late March Madness game tonight, that'd be nice. That'd be good. You actually sit and watch it
before the late game starts or finishes.
Starts. It's Villanova, Houston now, and then later I believe it is Kansas. It is Arkansas and Duke. So.
And the pitch, ground ball fielded by Seymour, tosses it over. Inning over. Tampa does not score in the third. So we've played 3 full. It is still 7-0 Tampa, right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Treadmill marathon.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Fourth inning, Tampa 7, Palm Beach Atlantic nothing. They will send up Manto, Housen, and Casalogio.
21 runs Spartans have scored today.
33 for the weekend.
Yeah. Wouldn't be shocked next time we see them, they'll be way over 300.
Yep.
Runs on the year.
Manto, the DH today, struck out his first appearance. On the day, Nick Long with a walk, 5 Ks. A little bit inside. That one's hit up in the air. Who wants it? Lala. One-handed grab. Made it look easy. So a quick one out. We'll bring Housen to the plate. Beautiful day here in Tampa. This is not an airbrush day. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah. Probably the perfect day to go to the beach, if we're being completely honest. 73 degrees. So
yeah.
Terrible.
Little breezy. You know, if you had to complain about something.
Sure, yeah.
You'd want it maybe closer to 80.
Sure.
But, you know, if you could block the wind a little bit.
I like a nice wind. I don't need anything too crazy.
Sand in your grit in your teeth.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough. Urso, quick, gun. I think they got him, yeah.
Wow. Impressive throw there by Urso.
He had to just stay crouched and let that one fly.
I think Jorgensen was having a hard time debating whether he should cut Urso off or not.
Casalogio now to the plate.
Ooh.
Hit down the line, but foul. Oh, 1 pitch from Long, swing and a miss. 0-2. I was listening to a comedian the other day, and he said, you know how people interchange 0 and O?
Sure.
You know, say 01, 02 or something. Says,
sure.
But it doesn't go the other way. You can't put a 0 in for a letter. Like if your name is Olson and somebody said spell it, you wouldn't say 0LS0N.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That's a very good point.
Yeah. I love comedians. A lot of comedians are
observations like that.
People maybe not talk about necessarily their intelligence, but a lot of comedians look at the world differently, where stuff like that you would have never thought of now that you've...
Now, many years ago,
thought of.
in old typewriters before computers, there was no zero key.
Oh.
If you wanted a zero, you had to hit O.
Oh.
So that's probably where a lot of people learned it.
Or my thing is interesting about at least the typewriter is, like, we write papers now, and if I misspelled something, I can backspace.
Right.
Do you just have to be perfect at writing, or is there a way to erase?
Whiteout. Whiteout was one thing, which was paint.
So maybe that's why people are better, or older people are better at grammatical things, because you couldn't necessarily be wrong.
You know, the whiteout was basically you painted over it and then typed over. Then they invented typewriters that would correct it. You hit backspace with the correct key, and it would slap some white on it.
Oh. Huh. So that was my thing. That would be the most annoying part of it. You add a comma or forgot a comma. Or
Right. Well, they mentioned one time that's what's missing from history for certain historical figures. Like they said they were mentioning John F. Kennedy. You don't see the revisions that they make nowadays. With him, you'd see little red lines or marks or stuff like that. Nowadays, you just type it over and you get you don't know what actually went into it.
Or who really typed it, to be honest with you, because you could have anyone type it and send in all that stuff now.
So, and strike three. Had to appeal it. Got the strikeout call. And 6 strikeouts for Nick Long to take care of the Sailfish here in the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave no one. We played 3.5. Tampa 7. Sailfish nothing right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman, and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plant Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel, and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room.
Bottom of the fourth, Jamarcus Lyons will lead off for Tampa. Seven 0 Tampa on top. Seymour fires, gets a call strike.
We always mention it, but got to mention it again. Jamarcus Lyons stepping into a sunny box, but now we have that middle shade, so it's going to go from sun to shade to sun, so it's going to change colors on him while also moving. So
that one's low.
It's like a magic trick. You just have it coming at you at 90 miles an hour. I say 90 miles an hour. I'm assuming somewhere in that ballpark.
1-1 on the way. Ball low. 2-1. Seymour gets the sign and fires. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Housen sends the sign. Seymour winds up. Lyons fouls it off, or no, it's heading down the line. Does it bounces foul. Deep in the corner, hit up on the screen. Texel gave it a chase. One hopper gets away from Housen. Nobody on, so no damage. We'll go full, though, 3-2. Not sure what the umpire's doing, but he personally escorts the ball out there. If he was sending a message or what?
I don't know. Also want to see the ball that they use, because I think Division 1, I think Division 1, Division 2 use the same ball, but there's a chart somewhere that shows, because they changed the balls around the last couple of years on going back on the laces or going more on the laces.
3-2 pitch. Hit. Center field. Warren comes in. Makes the catch. Dan Sullivan to the plate. Well, we need 6 more hitters to get Jordan Lala 4 at-bats in 4 innings.
Sure.
Swing and a miss.
I learned that Tino Martinez is the Player of the Year award here.
Yes.
They named it after him.
Yep. Oh, 2 pitch. Sullivan goes down swinging. They don't waste one on him, and it's 2 down.
Leads Spartans in home runs with 7. I was looking up just for fun what the individual season record for Tampa Spartans baseball is. It's Lee Cruz, 2006. He had 26, and then second would be 25. Tino Martinez, 1988.
I mean, 26 home runs, probably played 2006, maybe a 50 to 55 game season.
That's a lot of home runs per game.
That's one every 2 games or so.
You're in a very efficient home run hitter at that.
That's like when you mentioned Joe Urso with 54 walks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a walk a game.
Yeah. Having 154 in a career is even more impressive on that.
Off speed, a little high.
Speaking of Coach Urso, his son up to the plate. I mean, if you're sitting at 402 halfway through the year, good stuff.
Popped up. That may be trouble. They're coming in. Nope. Comes over. Ebo makes the catch. Ends the inning. We go to the top of the 5th coming up. 7-0. Tampa on top. The Palm Beach Atlantic on TampaSpartans.tv.
So why are you at PBA?
Because I wanted to be in a Christian environment.
Because I love the community. A million opportunities for me to get involved.
I really find myself growing here in my walk with God.
Because Palm Beach Atlantic University is anchored in faith,
Anchored in values, anchored in truth. We educate,
mentor, pray for our students,
so they can confidently
launch.
Time to tell you this story.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
We go to the top of the fifth inning. I have given us a comfortable 7-0 lead, so
Sure.
Tate Gebhardt hold the lead.
I'll try my best. Long, doing a great job so far today. Four innings pitched, 3 hits given up, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, only 1 double. Pitch count is at 64. First pitch will be a strike to Ebo. Ebo is 1 for 1 on the day with a double in the second. Long comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Count 1-1. .72 degrees here in Tampa, Florida. The pitch to Long will be fouled off. And count will be 1-2. So we have a 1-2 count. The pitch from Long. Fouled off down the third base line. We'll reset and do it again. Long looking in. Long, the 1-2 pitch. Swing, fouled off. Reset, do it again. Long, the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner, painting the corner, just like a dad coming back from Home Depot. First out here in the top of the fifth. Here in the top of the fifth, having a red hot start to this game. Just like their red jerseys they wear for doubleheaders usually. Pitch will be a little bit high. Count will be 1-0. Texel up to the plate for the Sailfish. Pitch from Long inside for a strike, so count will be 1-1. The pitch, hit, foul. Count now 1-2. Long comes set in the shade. Call time. Drew was not ready. Hopefully he's okay. Looked like it hit him. Seems fine. Just wasn't prepared. Again, there's that shade sun getting in the way. I'm assuming that is why Texel called time. Drew thought Long saw it. Obviously did not. So 1-2 count. Long coming set. And the pitch. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Long, of course, throwing it, so they always taught, even if they call time, to throw it so they don't hurt their arm midway through the pitch. The dangerous precedent that they hold the ball. Long coming set. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Nick Long. I believe that will be strikeout number 8, and that will be the second out here in the top of the 5th. We will now head to the top of the order for the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. Warren 0 for 2 on the day. And game 1 did have a beautiful bunt. But this is game 2. Righty versus lefty happening. So Long looking in. First pitch to Warren will be a ball low, so count will be 1-0. Long comes set. The pitch. Fouled off. Swinging. The pitch from Long. Finding that outside corner for a strike. 1-2. So 2 outs. Long. Coming set. The 1-2 pitch. Don't give it to him, so it'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. If you're just joining us, number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead 7-0 against the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, sharply down the left field line. So we'll reset and do it again. Long, the 2-2 pitch. Warren hits it. Urso losing it in the sun. Goes up and over him. And that will be a base hit for Warren. First of the afternoon here in Game 2. Spartans looking to sweep the Sailfish here at home.
The third baseman, Davis Blair.
Going on a 2-week road trip. Blair stepping into the box. 0 for 2 on the day. Last at bat, struck out in the 3rd. Warren takes the lead, has stolen a base once in this series, so we'll see if he does it again. Long coming set, the pitch. Fouled off by Blair.
I'll check my Wells Fargo after you go there.
Long, the 0-1 pitch. Warren is off. Hit and run looked like it was in place, but that will be 0-2. Long, the 0-2 pitch. Asking if he went. Drop. Well, I'm super. Okay. It was a drop third strike. They said he didn't go. He ran all the way to first. So it looks like he'll come back. It will be a stolen base by Warren if they get this correct. So it looks like he ran down to first for no reason. Blair doesn't realize he has to walk back. And here he goes back to the batter's box. Warren will get a stolen base. Because he was already running before the ball passed Earhart. So for all those confused at home, we will have a stolen base and Blair will get the bat again. Long looking in. Runner on second here in the top of the fifth. The pitch from Long. Looking for the outside corner, not finding it, so count will be 2-2. Long coming set. Looking in. The pitch. Looking again for that outside corner, not finding it. Count goes full. That shadow sun to shadow. Playing tricks on everybody. So full count. Long coming set. And the payoff pitch. Missing low. Blair will now get to go to first base. So now runners on first and second with Lantigua coming to bat, who is 1-for-1 on the day. So Spartans do have a 7-0 lead. But if you're Long, I'm assuming you would like to get out of this without a scratch. The Lantigua fans go crazy. Long asking for a new baseball. Dalton Ross running down to the Tampa bullpen. I'm assuming to start warming up. As Long as at 87 pitches. First pitch will be a strike outside. So I said first pitch. I believe that was the first pitch, right? 1-1, my bad. First strike. Let's go with that. Long the pitch. Hit sharply to Cadenas, who doesn't have to move an inch. And that will take us to the bottom of the fifth. Next up is 7-8-9, Cadenas, Winkelmeyer, Jorgensen. Number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead here at home, 7-0 against the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish here on TampaSpartans.tv.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And we are back here in the bottom of the fifth. Your University of Tampa Spartans lead 7-0 here at home. Trying to look for the series sweep against the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. Spartans have hit double digits in hits in all 3 games. Now coming to the plate for the University of Tampa Spartans, Jose Cadenas. In the first, grounded out. In the second, single and an RBI. First pitch from Seymour to Cadenas is hit foul down the left field line. Ross looks to be warming up in the Spartans bullpen. A 1 pitch from Seymour. Hits Cadenas. Our PA announcer having a little bit of fun. Cadenas smiling, seems to be okay. Will make his way down over to first. And next up will be number 5, Nicholas Winkelmeyer. Winkelmeyer on the day, hit into a double play in the second, but in the first had an RBI single. So 1 for 2 on the day, or in game 2, I should say. In game 1, Winkelmeyer went 2 for 2. First pitch to Winkelmeyer will be a ball up and outside, so 1-0. Seymour, Cadenas off and running. Winkelmeyer hitting it. Will it drop? It does. So another hit and run working for the Spartans. Thank you. Runners on first and second now. Winkelmeyer continues his hit parade. Cadenas almost got a stolen base, but no avail. Jorgensen, McAllister Jorgensen, will be coming to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day in his own right. Got a single in the first, so looking to add to his total. So no outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Spartans lead 7-0. Runners on first and second for McAllister Jorgensen. Seymour with a pickoff move. Not throwing it over. Seymour looking in. Coming set. And doing another fake pickoff again. Must be a sign from the catcher that's being misconveyed. That is not a very large baby, ladies and gentlemen. That's the PA announcer. We have that on tap. Don't know why, but... Seymour coming set. The pitch. Couch Jorgensen squared to bunt, but pulled back, so it will be 1-0. Seymour with the 1-0 pitch. A strike. Hits the top part of the zone. Count will be 1-1. There is a lefty warming up in the bullpen for the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. Spartans have Dalton Ross in their bullpen. The pitch from Seymour. Couch Jorgensen not swinging. Pitch will be a strike. Count 1-2. Seymour, the 1-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Count will be 2-2. Two-two pitch. Another ball. Count has run full. With the leadoff batter Lala on deck. So would not imagine if they were to walk Mr. Jorgensen if they would not make a pitching change. So we'll find out. Would make sense with it being a lefty warming up in the bullpen and Mr. Lala being a left-handed batter. 3-1 pitch will not happen because he will fake another pickoff to second. The 3-1 pitch. McAllister Jorgensen hitting a single fair down the right field line. It will score Cadenas. Jorgensen running to second for a stand-up double. They throw to second. Will remain safe. Spartans increase their lead to 8-0. McAllister Jorgensen RBI double. Runners on second and third. So now up to the bat for the University of Tampa Spartans. Number 8, Jordan Lala. He has no outs, 2 runners in scoring position, so imagine a single would make this a 10-0 ball game. A long fly ball will for sure score Winkelmeyer from third, so no outs. Seymour now from the stretch. Coming set. And the first pitch to Lala will be a strike. Middle part of the zone. Catcher just bounces it to him. As we always mention with the sun, it's a tough thing to see. So 0-1 count. Having a staring match and finally breaking it is Lala. Lala on the day walked and then reached safely on an error. He just fouls that one at his coach, and count will be 0-2. The pitch from Seymour. Looking for the outside corner, finding it. Lala will go back to the dugout looking. That will be the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Lala still hitless here in game 2. Coming to the plate is the only other hitless batter in game 2 will be number 2, Drew Earhart. Righty versus righty matchup. Drew has an opportunity to potentially hit in 2. The first pitch to him from Seymour will be a strike. So count will be 0-1. Seymour looking in. The 0-1 pitch. Drew with a big cut, missing. Count goes to 0-2. It's a nice swing there by Drew. Just needs to make contact with it. In between now and the next time you see us, Masters will have happened. They'll come and gone. Happening up in Augusta, Georgia. Seymour coming set. The 0-2 pitch. Ball outside. Looking like an off-speed pitch that just misses. This count will be 1-2. The pitch from Seymour. Ball outside. Breaking towards the plate is Winklemeyer, so that will make it 9-0. We'll have Jorgensen advance from second to third. So that should be an RBI for Earhart. And an opportunity to get another one right here. So everything says 2-2, but I believe that's right. Yep. So 1 out. Seymour coming set. And the pitch. Another pass ball, and there'll be another RBI for Drew Earhart. So just doing absolute fantastic work and hasn't even left the box. So 2 RBIs for Drew. Score, his hit double digits. Spartans lead 10-0. So now the count is full. Drew has no other opportunity to get an RBI unless he wants to hit it out of the ballpark. So 10-0. Tampa Spartans lead. Score remains. Spartans will sweep the Sailfish. Full count to Mr. Earhart. Slowly happening. Throwing off his timing a little bit as well as mine. We'll reset and do it again. And the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Fantastic at bat there by Drew. Got 2 RBIs and a walk. First time I've seen that one. So we have 1 out here. Drew remains hitless, but somehow has 2 RBIs. EJ Cumbo comes to the plate. EJ, or I should say Mr. Cumbo, has been absolutely dominating at the plate today. I want to say he's 5 for 6. Let me check on that to make sure I'm saying that correctly. Yep, he is 5 for 6 and has 5 RBIs on the day. We will have a new pitcher from the Sailfish. Well, it looks like it will be a lefty. So coming into the game for the Sailfish will be Drew Holweger. He has a 5.55 ERA. He is 1 for 2 on the year. He has 7 appearances. He's pitched 24 1/3. He given up 30 hits, 19 runs, 15 earned, 10 walks, 18 strikeouts, 4 doubles, and teams have hit .303 against him on the year. Holweger is a product from Springboro, Ohio, by way of Furman. Which, fun fact, I believe Furman has disbanded baseball once again. I believe that's correct. He's a graduate student, so.
That's not that much fun.
Yeah, it isn't. So, that's where we stand. If you're just joining us, been all Tampa Spartans here today. Really all weekend long. Spartans have kept the Sailfish in game 2 of this doubleheader today to 4 hits. Spartans have hit double digits in both runs, I think want to say, and hits in all 3 games. I think I'm right in saying that. So while he warms up, we're going to do a quick commercial break, and we'll see you right after the break.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our.
And we are back from that short intermission. Holweger looks to take his first pitch. Drew Earhart, there over there at first base, takes his lead. E.J. Cumbo steps into the box, trying to add to his already impressive day at the plate. First pitch to him will be a strike, middle inside, and he's 2 for 3 here in Game 2. 2 runs he scored with 1 RBI, which came from a double in the first. For another pitch to Mr. Cumbo will be a strike on the outside part of the corner. The count will be 0-2. Holweger the pitch. In the dirt. Nice stop there by Housen. Holweger the 1-2 pitch. Looking for that outside corner, I'm assuming just missing. So count will be 2-2. Two count. Holweger looks over to first. The pitch breaking in almost for strike 3, but just must be a little low. So count will be 3-2. Cumbo looking eager to hit. Holweger coming set. The pitch. Cumbo slaps it to left field. Will it drop in front of him? Nope. Hit directly at Ebo, who will corral it. And that will be the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. Next up to the plate, number 0, Jamarcus Lyons. Jamarcus Lyons having himself a day. Hit a home run in the last game, but in this game, 2 for 3, and has scored 2 runs. Spartans as a team are 12 for 26, with runners on, 10 for 18. Runners in scoring position, 7 for 12, and with 2 outs, 2 for 5. Holweger the pitch. Lyons hitting it to right field, not having to move, is Texel, and that will be your bottom of the 5th. Number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans put 3 on the board as we head to the top of the 6th. Tampa 10, Palm Beach Atlantic 0 here in Tampa, Florida on TampaSpartans.tv.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
What do you get when you take your favorite food and stuff it inside a pocket of homemade dough? Cooked perfectly until golden brown. It's a mouth-watering empanada from Mr. Empanada. No one makes a better empanada. Take Ted Webb's word for it.
Almost as good as my mom used to make.
Check out our website for a location near you. MrEmpanada.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the sixth. Your number one ranked Tampa Spartans lead by a score of 10-0 against the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. Now it's time for my favorite part of the day, the Mr. Empanada call to the bullpen. Coming into the game for your University of Tampa Spartans, number 33, Dalton Ross. 13 appearances on the year, 3-1 record, 3 saves, 21 innings pitched, 16 hits given up, 7 runs, 7 earned, 7 walks, 30 strikeouts. Strikeout per 9, 12.86. His ERA is sitting at 3, looking to bring that down right here, right now. In a 10-0 ball game is Dalton Ross. Sorry? These Lions moved out of the game at all? Oh. No, you're good. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. It's been another beautiful day. I cannot thank you enough for letting me welcome you to wherever you are, whether it be in your home, your dorm room, your car, wherever you happen to be listening to this Tampa Spartans game. It's pretty lopsided. It's Tampa 10, Palm Beach Atlantic 0. Coming to the plate for the Sailfish, Hauk. 1 for 2 on the day, looking to increase that. Dalton Ross looking to prevent that from happening. Ross, the sidearmer for Tampa, didn't have a great outing the last time he came in, but going to come in and do work like he's been doing all year. Has had a really, really good year up to the last appearance, so looking to continue with his fantastic season. ERA is a little inflated, of course, because of the last game, so looking to decrease that with innings pitched. 2 pitches, 2 balls, so needs to get in a little bit of a groove, but has some really nasty stuff throwing from that sidearm position. Doesn't help that he has sun in his eyes and shade when he throws, but first pitch to him. Cadenas running after it, sliding, and missing the diving catch. Running to second is Hauk. So Ross giving up a double. Hauk getting a double. There will be a pinch hitter, it looks like, for the Sailfish. Oh, wait, no, it's not a pinch hitter, my bad. Number 7, Manto, 0 for 2 on the day. He's a designated hitter. Like I said, does not helping Ross that he starts in the sun, then dips down into the shade. Of course, on cue, he throws a strike beautifully on that outside corner. So, Spartans doing a great job here today, only giving up 5 hits as a collective unit. Mr. Long's day will be over. We'll give you his stats after this next pitch. Looking for the outside corner again, but missing. Long's day ends with a 5 innings pitch, 4 hits given up, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and total pitches 90. So having a great day for Mr. Long. Fouled off there. Manto does. So count will be 1-2. 1-2 count. Mr. Ross looking for his first strikeout here today. The pitch. Oh, beautiful pitch there by Ross. Not rung up, so count will be 2-2. The pitch from Ross. In strike 3. First strikeout of the day, Mr. Ross. Here you go. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Helping Ross, that Sun is slowly setting, so he will not be staring directly in the sun before he drops down to pitch. Really can mess with the pitcher. Now the runner has some sun in his eyes, but everywhere else, except maybe the left fielder and the center fielder, Cadenas and Lala, having sun in their eyes. 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch. Count will be a strike. It'll be 1-1. One pitch from Ross. Good pitch by Ross. Count will be 1-2. Ross. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. He gone. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Ross seeming to settling back in. Coming back with a little bit of vengeance after the last appearance. Always good to see. We all have those bad days, so nice to see him responding with such a vigor. Doing a great job pitching here today. Gave up that 1 double, but since struck out the last 2 batters. Looking to do the same to Mr. Casaleggio. First pitch to him will be a strike, 0-1. Casaleggio on the day. Lined out to Cadenas. Flew out to Cadenas, I should say, and then the 4th struck out. Dalton Ross coming set. The 0-1 pitch. Finding that strike zone once again. 0-2, very efficient. Mr. Ross has been. Would be a great way to respond if we could get 3 outs, 3 strikeouts. Could do it with this next pitch. Let's find out, folks. Will he do it? Ross coming set. The 0-2 pitch. Oh, very close to the outside corner. Just a bit outside, so the count will be 1-2. Good pitch there by Ross. Casaleggio almost swung. So it'll be interesting to see what the next pitch Ross will choose to use. The 1-2 pitch from Ross. Strike 3. 3 strikeouts back to back to back. Guess who's back, ladies and gentlemen? Dalton Ross. With that being said, we head to the bottom half of the 6th. Your number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead here at home against Sunshine State Conference opponent Palm Beach Atlantics by a score of 10-0 here in beautiful Tampa on TampaSpartans.tv. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let Let me do this. We're going to do a thing before we go back. For the Tater Tot question of the day. The next question for the Tater Tot question of the day is, who has the individual season record for the University of Tampa Spartans baseball team for walks in an individual season? We'll give you that at the top of the 7th. For that being said, Adam Hunt will be pinch hitting. First pitch to him will be a ball. I will switch this over so you guys can... We will fix that for you. Second pitch to Hunt will be a strike, so count will be 1-1. So Hunt fouls it off again. His last at bat was a double on Friday night. Got an RBI. Count 1-1. Spartans lead 10-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch to Hunt. Hunt, nice swing, but swing on top of it, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Next up to the bat for your University of Tampa Spartans, number 11, J.D. Urso. J.D. Urso keeps improving on that impressive average he has. 2 for 3 here in Game 2. Scored a run and an RBI. The pitch to Urso, chopping at it. Urso racing to the bag. Will there be a play? No, there will not. That will be an infield base hit for Urso. So continuing to pump up that average any way he can. And that will be the Spartans, I believe, 14th hit, if they haven't already added that. Yeah, that will be the 14th hit. Next up to bat for your University of Tampa Spartans, number 6, Jose Cadenas. First pitch to him will be a strike on the outside corner. Count will be 0-1. Fouled off. Count will be 0-2. Holliger comes set. Urso the lead. The pitch. Ball high and outside. Count will be 1-2. The pitch. Cadenas. Did he go? They're saying he did. So that will be strike 3. And that will be the second out. A little bit delayed, but nonetheless, coming up to bat for the University of Tampa Spartans, number 5, Nicholas Winkelmeyer. Winkelmeyer on the day, also 2 for 3, has scored 1 run and an RBI. Throwing back over is Holweger. No tag was applied, and we will just step back on the mound and get after it. Holweger, the pitch. Looking for that outside corner, not finding it. Count will be 1-0. On deck is Jorgensen. Holweger, the pitch, will be a strike. Count will be 1-1. Count will be 1-1. The pitch. Pitch in the dirt. Nice block there by Housen. Count will be 1-2. The pitch. Be a strike on that outside corner. Count will go to 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of 6th. Spartans with 2 outs. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Are 2 for 6. Winkelmeyer looking to continue on that stat right here, right now. And I think I jinxed it, folks, because that will be out number 3, and that will take us to the top of the 7th. Tampa, here at home, leads 10-0 against the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish here on TampaSpartans.tv.
So why are you at PBA?
Because I wanted to be in a Christian environment.
Because I love the community. A million opportunities for me to get involved.
I really find myself growing here in my walk with God.
Because Palm Beach Atlantic University is anchored in faith,
anchored in values,
anchored in truth.
We educate, mentor, pray for our students,
so they can confidently launch.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
What do you get when you take your favorite food and stuff it inside a pocket of homemade dough? Cooked perfectly until golden brown. It's a mouth-watering empanada from Mr. Empanada. No one makes a better empanada. Take Ted Webb's word for it.
Almost as good as my mom used to make.
Check out our website for a location near you, MrEmpanada.com.
Hello, folks. We are back here in the top of the 7th, number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans lead at 10-0, and also re-entering the game will be Jack Ike. Also will be a Mr. Empanada call to the bullpen. If you won't mind letting us know who's coming in for these Spartans.
Alex Passarella coming in for Tampa. This will be his 10th appearance of the season. No wins, no losses, no saves, but he does have 11 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Walked 7, struck out 15. And brings in an ERA of 4.09. He is from Howard Beach, New York, taking the mound.
Dalton Ross ends his day with 1 inning pitch, only giving up that 1 double, but striking out 3. So good way to come back after a not-so-fun outing his last time out.
Leading off will be Ebo for Palm Beach Atlantic. 10-0, Spartans on top. Passarella fires, swing and a miss. So I'm waiting downstairs watching the game.
Sure.
Kid comes up to me with a Domino's hat on.
All right.
He said, "Hey, where's the assistant coach?" I'm like, "What?" He said, "I got some pizzas for the team." I'm like, "Well, they're kind of in the middle of the game right now." And he goes, "Do you want me to stay or not?"
Jeez.
So I'm like, "Which assistant coach?" And he tells me the name. I said, "Okay, that's Palm Beach Atlantic."
Oh. Please sit.
He said, "I'm supposed to be here at 7. So I go over to the dugout and grab a player, and I said, "I know you're in the middle of the game, but there's a pizza guy here. What do you want me to do?"
He's a better man than I am. I would have sent him away. I wouldn't even told him.
So he's like, I'll go talk to coach.
Win from within, Jack. Win from within. No, that's
they go back to the coach, and he
move.
comes back, and he goes, "All right, we're going to go get him." Like, no big deal.
That's true. No time for the Domino's, man.
It's going to be cold by the time the game's over.
That guy's on the clock, so
that's what he said. Otherwise, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Dang.
Who has more fun at the ballpark, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bold move. He ordered it in the 5th inning when things weren't going their way. Like, at least well, pizza.
I'm thinking maybe he called it in at noon or something and
Probably.
said be here at 7, but he should know you don't do that by 7.
Come on. Yeah.
Strike out, another one. Passarella gets one.
Even if things are going their way, there's no way this game is going to be over by 7 anyway.
No, these games never get over by 7.
Even if we started at 4, it would have, No, it wouldn't have started at 4. So
we started at 4:50.
Yeah.
So
no, there's no way.
No.
I'm saying we're wrapped up.
You slide this thing back 50 minutes. We're at 6:30.
I could see myself.
No way we're done in a half hour.
In my apartment, probably 8:45, 9 area.
Yeah.
So. Well, there's unforeseen traffic on West Kennedy. Who knows?
True. So at least we know they got their pizza.
Yeah. I don't know the distance from here to Palm Beach. I'm assuming it's not short.
It's heading over toward the Miami area. Hit batter there. North of Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you get there. I mean, if you go to Miami, you go down south and cut across.
I made
but
that
I think
drive once or twice.
You maybe go toward Orlando and work your way down because I think it's too far north to go to Miami and come back up.
Yeah, I don't know. I would not know how they do that. Yeah, I made the Miami trip like once or twice, and that's a pretty straight shot. I mean,
yeah, he goes straight down and straight over on Alligator Alley.
Yeah.
Warren, the leadoff hitter, at the plate now. Fourth time up in this game. Spartans have hit double digits in all 3 games this weekend.
Yeah.
This is their lowest scoring game. Can they turn 2? There's one. Relay, not in time.
One just a bit too quick.
Yeah. Took a while for the ball to get out to Winkelmeyer as well. Combination of things, just not going to happen.
If you're Winkelmeyer, you really want to charge that. It's kind of a weird hop, so you don't want to at least get the force out.
Got the lead runner. Davis Blair at the plate now.
Yeah, no coach will be mad as long as you get the lead runner.
Nope. That one gets away from Earhart and will let Warren go to second base.
Warren's on base percentage has been pretty good this. I've seen him a lot on the bases.
Yeah. Well, he's doing what a leadoff hitter should.
Yeah.
And the pitch. Inside. You kind of brought it up last game, or maybe it was last night, that the Spartans win these games by a lot of runs sometimes, but they can't seem to get the shutout.
No.
So what will happen today?
I don't want to say anything. Whatever I seem to say seems to go that way, so who knows?
We're deep into this game and sitting on 0 for the opposition.
So we'll see.
A win's a win.
And a one loss, trust me, we'll take those all the way through. It's just an interesting fact that they don't usually get shutouts.
.30 count. Passarella fires. And it's a strike. Leans in, gets the sign. 3-1 pitch. It'll set us up with a 3-2 pitch. I think the Spartans' philosophy has to be what you mentioned a while ago. Just let them make contact.
Yeah.
Let the fielders get you out of this game. Throw strikes.
You can afford to give up runs. Trade them for outs if you need to get through this game.
Throw strikes. Fake throw.
That's got to be slightly annoying, I'm assuming, for some of these people.
Ground ball, they'll get one. Runner will move to third, 2 down, 3 down.
That's all they'll need.
Yeah. No runs, no hits, no errors at F1. We've played 6.5. It's second time, seventh inning stretch time today. Spartans lead 10-0 on TampaSpartans.tv.
It's not about any one thing. It's about how everything comes together, how it all connects. People, ideas, resources, community, everything. Quality of life services. That's what we do. Sodexo.
Bottom of the seventh, Tampa 10-0 lead over Palm Beach Atlantic. And at the plate is McAllister Jorgensen, 3 at-bats already today. Holweger on the mound, first pitch in the dirt.
Spartans have, I believe that's Linder warming up down the left field bullpen. Don Ross walking around.
Off speed, strike.
Walking around with a little bit of swagger, as he should. 3 strikeouts on the day.
Fastball in the dirt. Little switch of baseballs. Umpire discarding that one. That'll go into the BP bag. Check swing, doesn't matter. It's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Have you seen one of their baseballs? Is it NCAA on the emblem?
Not in a while that I closely inspected. Fouled off. Long look by Holweger. Into the stretch. Hopping out through the infield. Picked up by... He beats it out anyway. Casaleggio just had to wait for that one to get deep. By that time, I would give it a hit all the way. 13 hits now for Tampa. Took a high hop, almost like a turf hop. By the time I got out to Casaleggio, he wasn't going to get the speedy runner. So Jordan Lala now to the plate. Lala at bat now for the 4th time today. Batted twice in the first 2 innings. That one gets away. We'll send Jorgensen down to second.
Lala hitless, but got on base twice so far and has batted quite a bit today. This will be his 5th at bat of this game, and he had 4 at bats last game, so almost a 10 at bat day for Lala.
Off-speed pitch, a little bit low. 2-0, 2-1. So Jorgensen now on second. Pitch to Lala. Off speed. Doesn't get the call. Goes to 3-1. Long look into the stretch again. Glance at second, the pitch. Outside, walked him. Sends Lala down to first. Runners at first and second for Drew Earhart.
So he's hitless, but has reached base safely 3 times. He's going to get to the point where he's over 500 on base percentage.
I know.
And it's going to have like a 3.18, 19 batting average.
Earhart skips out of the way of that one. Field now in shadows. Lights are on. Sunset technically around 7:50 now. Call strike. 1-1. Sunset 7:45 for those who keep score at home. Ground ball heading out to Casalogia. Gets one. Return throw. I think he beat it out. Yep. Got the force, but that was it.
Talking about the sunset, there's got to be. It's nice having the internet around in my generation because it's nice knowing there's someone out there who waits every day. Like, oh, it's almost coming down. Like they have like a timer or something. So, unless Cumbo's day must be over because Knutsen's pitch hitting. Knutsen looking for his first base hit in this plate appearance.
Low in the dirt. So Kian Knutsen, Cumbo's day over. Did you say that? I couldn't hear it with the music going.
Yeah. No, you're good. Cumbo's day's over. He had a double for an RBI and a single in this game, but his more impressive.
Quite the day.
More impressive was the first game of this doubleheader where he went 3 for 3, a double, 4 RBIs. So almost hit a grand slam, which almost gave me a heart attack, but had a great day at the plate. And now taking over is Knutsen.
One of a promising freshman core.
Yeah.
Down the line foul.
And I really think all Knutsen needs is plate appearances. I mean, obviously this team's already so stacked, so it's unfortunate that he can't get as many as he would like, but I've heard a lot about his hitting. He's already shown he's a very quick base runner and good outfielder.
Nice pitch, call strike. And Knutson goes down. Brings John Malcolm to the plate.
Funny, Coach Urso almost has like two form of lineups that he just throws in after. So Malcolm coming in.
Ball outside. 2 outs now. Runners on first and third.
This is the most at bats I've seen the Spartans have all year. 34.
Wow.
As a unit. All stats except the 2 out stats now above 300.
Swing gets away and coming to the plate and scoring.
Malcolm shakes his head. Yes, I get an RBI.
Is Jorgensen, and it's now 11-0. That's the third or fourth player to get an RBI by standing in the box.
Love it when it happens.
1 ball, 1 strike. Umpire emphatically telling the scorers.
People to the left, yeah.
Big swing there, 1 and 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs to Malcolm. Adam Hunt on deck. Foul back.
Oh,
that's
that
going
might
deep.
be fair.
Going deep.
Is that an opposite? Almost.
Caught.
Wow.
Wow, I thought that was curving foul.
We both did, yeah.
It just about did, but a nice running catch by Ebo. Ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit. Left a runner. We've now played 7 full, and it's 11-0 Tampa on TampaSpartans.tv.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
What do you get when you take your favorite food and stuff it inside a pocket of homemade dough? Cooked perfectly until golden brown. It's a mouth-watering empanada from Mr. Empanada. No one makes a better empanada. Take Ted Webb's word for it.
Almost as good as my mom used to make.
Check out our website for a location near you, MrEmpanada.com.
Top of the 8th. Pitching change for the Spartans. Braden Nelson coming in to pitch. That'll be his 8th appearance, or subtracted there, his 10th appearance of the season. He's got 3 wins and a 1 loss, 4 saves on the year. 26 and 2/3 inning pitch, 24 hits, 9 runs, 4 of them earned, 8 Ks, 8 walks, 28 Ks, and a blazing ERA of 1.35. I think that may be the only change.
Combo for Knutson would be the one that one, and then was Malcolm. I think Malcolm was at first prior to this one. Yeah, so the only one I see is Knutson, right?
Okay.
For Combo.
Antigua to the plate. Foul back.
There, change it up.
Who's the first player drafted in the 1936 draft? Don Hudson, Mark Starr,
Oh, the Tater Talk question of the day. I didn't answer it. The answer was Joe Urso.
What was the question?
We already talked about it earlier.
Okay.
So if you were listening, it was a pretty easy question. But it was who has the most walks in an individual season.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I couldn't think of a good one, so that's what I did. But there you go.
All right.
There's a righty warming up in the Selfish bullpen. No one for the Spartans.
Strikeout. Antigua's down. And Braden Nelson starts his pitching stint off of the K. We'll bring up Sean Houck to the plate. Houck gets set. Nelson waits for it to come down, trots it over, and throws them out.
This is what I know. Why I think I know him so well. I think he was thinking about Barry. I think that.
Yeah. Quick 2 up, 2 down. Brings Manto to the plate.
The designated hitter, Jeff Manto.
Nelson on the mound, gets set and fires. Strike call. That one's hit. That may be in the gap. No, coming in quickly is Knudsen to make the catch to end the inning. A quick inning. I think maybe 6 pitches for Nelson. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Tampa holding on to the 11-zip lead on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
I do know who.
Troy Clem coming in to pitch for Palm Beach Atlantic in the bottom of the 8th. Has a 2.38 ERA, 1-1 on the year. This is his 9th appearance. All in relief, 11 1/3 innings pitched. Give up 11 hits, 7 runs, 3 of those earned, walked 7, and struck out 14. And he'll face Adam Hunt. Adam struck out in his lone plate appearance in this game, getting a fair amount of pinch hitting appearances.
Sure, yeah.
Lately.
His big story would be the RBI double he had Friday night. Like I said, one of those batters the Spartans have, freshmen, that when they get more appearances, you'll see more from them.
Inside.
It's just tough when it's ever so often or it's kind of spread out.
And the pitch. Hunt cocked the bat, kept it, but a called strike, 2-1.
So with this win right here, if the score stays the same, unless it's the greatest comeback of all time, Tampa will have swept the Sailfish in softball, baseball, and the number 1 team in lacrosse, men's lacrosse, just beat the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish.
Wow.
By a score of 14-11.
Wow.
So Spartans only have the 1 loss today as a collective sports group, being in volleyball to the LSU Tigers.
Bounces away, ball 4.
Was it ball 4? Either way, he goes to first.
I think it bounced away.
Like I said,
I don't think it hit
I
him.
think it's delayed up there anyway. Yeah, you're right, ball 4.
But I was wondering why they stopped it, because technically he could have
just
hightailed it to second if he wanted to. J.D. Urso to the plate.
Oh, I don't know. That was kind of weird how he just stopped it. How tall do they?
Urso, 5th at bat of the day. Looks at one outside.
6'5", tall right-hander for Palm Beach Atlantic.
Ball a little bit high as well. 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0. So Clem walked Adam Hunt. It's 3-0 on J.D. Urso now. So I think you just wait him out until he starts throwing strikes. Walked him. Another walk. Runners on first and second. Jose Cadenas to the plate now. This is Clem's inning to pitch. Nobody warming up in the bullpen.
Umpire showing us number 4. Don't believe.
All right. Thank you.
I'm just trying to think what that would.
4 balls is a walk.
Yeah, so maybe that's.
I'm not sure what that signal was.
Neither do I.
Not a pinch hitter. It's Cadenas. Here's the first pitch to Cadenas. Called a strike. Certain amount of mound visits.
Sure, that's what we're discussing. I don't know. I don't know the set amount of mound visits you can have. We know there is a pitch clock. We'll have to get those 2 answered for you before next time we see y'all.
Outside. I mean, for years it's been 2 visits in an inning. You're pull the pitcher.
Sure.
Maybe they're limiting the amounts of times a catcher can go out to the mound.
I thought that would count as this. Well, maybe not, because it wouldn't be. I don't know. I've never even thought about it that deeply. I also was a reliever, so there was really. If I had a mound visit, I'm pretty much.
You're done.
You're getting pulled. So.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch, 2 on base. Nice block, but going to move up anyway. Hunt to third, Urso to second. Boy, Housen's going to need a whirlpool bath after this one.
Yeah.
Though. So runners now on second and third with nobody out. 2-1's the count. Ball 3. Three-one count. Runners on second and third. Walked him. He has walked the bases full. Nobody in the bullpen, so they are sending somebody down now, but Clem has walked the bases full for Nicholas Winkelmeyer.
Triple down the line would be awesome right here. It's
yeah, well, how about this? We've seen this before.
Yes. Another run for the Spartans, 12-0.
12-zip now.
All right. Do whatever you want.
So that brought up the situation we talked about last time with Drew Earhart at the plate.
Yeah.
When 2 runners scored, he got 2 RBI for pass balls.
This could
What if you had a bases loaded situation, all 3 runners scored on pass balls, and then you hit a home run?
Well,
so your at bat would be a 4 RBI at bat on a solo homer.
If you keep saying enough, it could happen.
I know. That would be one for the books.
That would be one. That would probably be the rarest thing I've ever seen when it comes to just situational.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming perfect games you'd see more often than that. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll do some research over our 2 weeks hiatus here and see if I can see if that's ever happened anywhere, any place, any level.
I'm assuming. Baseball's one of those sports. Well, it's one of those things, but you said where, like, you go to the ballpark, you can see something new every day.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it hasn't happened somewhere else because
Right.
there's been so many games, so many random things happen. I know a lot about baseball, and there comes to times where I just need a rule book next to me just to clarify.
Boy, Housen just keeps making stops.
Yeah. I don't know if the Sailfish have a hockey team, but may want to recruit.
I said he was a Vezina Trophy finalist.
Sure.
It's now 3-1, and I've said this a few times today. There's nowhere to put him.
Yeah. Except first base.
Why did I think the bases were low? Oh,
no,
that's right. 1 run already scored.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm cut off from here, and I missed that.
No, you're fine.
There is a place.
There is a place.
If he wants it.
Sure.
He doesn't want it yet.
Not yet. Want to get one swing out there, move the joints around a little bit.
I was so obsessed with 3 pass balls.
I would really like to see that now, too, that you brought it up.
Just so we can have the option of him still batting.
I just like how Drew hasn't got a hit, and yet RBIs, he's probably close to 3, I think.
Yep. Bounces. Wow, nobody at third, so he's going to beat it out.
RBI single. That was the most impressive RBI single I've seen in recent memory.
Yep.
13-0.
Man, oh man. Urso scores.
It's an infield single.
On a pop-up.
Spartans slowly creeping up to that 20 mark. Once again, we're at 15.
That just kind of spun up there.
I thought it was going over their heads, and then it just died.
Initially, yeah, and then it looked like it was going to land comfortably in a mitt, but it landed on the grass between everybody. And we're at 13-0 on 15 hits.
13-0, no outs, so a long fly ball would make it 14-0.
Man.
if you're the Sailfish, you'd like to forget this weekend and probably move forward.
Yeah, they're going to just bulk a race this weekend. Nice pitch.
We do have a righty warming up in the bullpen.
Cadenas on third. Winkelmeyer on first. Blocked. That'll send Winkelmeyer down to second.
Do runs ever play a factor? I'm assuming if there's a tie at the end of the season, that might defer there, but
total runs or differential or something? Sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
One, two pitch. A little bit low, 2-2.
On deck, looks like there will be a pinch hitter for the Spartans. Not on my thing, but I believe
not on the roster.
Jose Silva III. So,
see if we got him here somewhere.
Be 41. Jose Silva III is a sophomore outfielder. Only has one at bat on the year, no hits, so he could really do damage to his average, or not do damage. He could increase his average to 500 with a base hit. But he is on deck.
And unless there's a triple play, he's going to bat.
Sure. That is one thing calling games. Last thing I've seen. I've seen a walk-off. I haven't seen a cycle. And I haven't seen a triple play. Those are the three.
Three balls, two strikes. Runners on second and third. Clem with the pitch. Walked another. Walks the bases full, so Jose Silva will get a chance for his second at-bat of the year with the bases loaded. Yeah. This has got to be well into double digits on batters coming up with the bases loaded. Pitching change first, though, folks.
Spartans have 36 at-bats, but we're going
to get a pitching change in, but we're going to take a break while the pitcher warms up, and we'll be back.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman, and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance,
Jose Silva coming to bat for Tampa. Pinch hitter. Bases loaded. Second at bat of the season. Fouls it off. Took a good rip at it. Also pitching now is Dan Beebe. And this is his 8th appearance of the year. 4.5 ERA right now. They've gone deep into the pitching rotation for this weekend for the Sailfish. Silva waits outside. Easily 12, 13, 14 times the Spartans have had a batter come up with the bases loaded this weekend. BB fires. Fouled back.
So update on the Drew Earhart. Neither of those were RBIs because they were wild pitches and pass balls.
They were not RBIs?
No RBIs. I thought
Okay.
you always get an RBI on those. For some reason I was...
Well, that
just
ruins the whole
That ruins the whole
historical
thing,
thing we were trying to build.
Yeah. I think that was, honestly, when I was in high school, they gave us RBIs
So
too.
only a walk.
So if we're going with professional scoring, apparently, not an RBI. So, our fault, folks.
All right. We'll let it go.
Yeah, but on a walk. If you walk,
a walk, you get the RBI.
RBI, yeah.
There's probably been some coaches listening to us shouting at us all
No,
weekend
then
long.
probably. Apologies, folks.
2-2 now to Jose Silva.
Part of me knew that, but part of me, remember in high school they would give us RBIs, so I got confused.
We've gone full, 3-2. Good eye by Silva. And the 3-2 pitch. Popped out of play.
I have pitching experience. We could do this. Yeah. Give up a couple home runs. This is the point of the game where we're talking. I might go ask Coach to see if I can pitch the top of the ninth. I don't know.
BB fires. Swing and a miss, and Silva goes down for the first out of the inning. Base is still loaded, though, and Drew Earhart comes to the plate. Scratch a few RBI off his total for today.
Has reached on base 3 times. One was an error, one was a walk, one was a fielder's choice.
That's almost hitting for the cycle. Different type of cycle.
He needs to be hit by a pitch.
Hit by pitch next.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Dangerous. Okay. Maybe not.
The non-getting a hit cycle of reaching base.
That we can confirm. I'm pretty sure that would be, I don't know how else. Yeah, that's about the 4 ways you could do it. I guess intentional walk if you want to be really picky, but
can you get on with a balk if nobody else is on base? Can you be balked to first base?
You can't balk if there's no one on.
Okay.
Because I've dropped the ball. I've tripped embarrassingly in like middle school, and no one was on.
It's just a gaff, is all it is.
Yeah.
It's just you look silly.
Yep, pretty much.
That deep.
No.
Not deep enough though. Coming over Zebo makes the catch,
RBI.
tagging and scoring.
Good RBI.
So the Spartans add another run as Cadena scores, and it's 14-0.
Almost had a heart attack there. Good RBI there by Drew. 14-0.
That one is an RBI though.
That one, yep. That's his total for sure. Knutson will walk up to the plate.
Odd that you wouldn't get one on a wild pitch pass ball because you did just as much work on those as you did get walk.
See, I get confused because they gave it to us in high school, and I always questioned that. And as I was saying it, even when we were making jokes about it, I was like, I don't know if that's
the one hopper foul
necessarily right, but now we know. So. But yeah, you do equally as much. You do. I mean, I guess you earn.
I guess
the walk.
you earn the walk because it takes 4
so
pitches to walk.
That's true.
And just a pitching failure. So Knutson at the plate again. Ground ball coming out to second.
RBI for Knutson? I think yes. Unless they don't send him. Good hit, though, by Knutson, though.
Good job for Knutson to get that hit. Brings
is that his first
Malcolm
interview?
to the lineup.
He is a freshman, so we will. That might be his first college hit. My apologies. Not even. It's his third hit.
John Malcolm now with the bases loaded. Call strike.
Yeah, Knutson, third hit. Bases loaded once again. I feel like we've seen this a bunch today.
Man. Out of play.
Why is there always a car that's coming right?
And I actually did see a car get hit today, so that's a first for me. It's like maybe a game going on across the street from us, too. Over at Plant High School. 0-2 pitch to Malcolm. Outside, 1-2. One and two to Malcolm with 2 outs. And the inning is over. Spartans put a few more on the board, 3 more. Take 14-0 lead into the 9th inning as we head into the top of the 9th on TampaSpartans.tv.
Close out St. Leo, but
we head to the top of the 9th. Spartans up 14-0. It's been quite a weekend for Tampa. 12-1 winner yesterday. 14-6 in the first game today. 14-0 today in the nightcap. So 28-40 run weekend.
It's a fantastic weekend if you're a Spartans fan. If you're a St. Leo fan, not so much. Luke Lancy is now in right field. I don't know if you mentioned that. The hearing on these headphones are slowly going out.
Housen. Strike call. Braden Nelson. Down the line toward the Sailfish bullpen, out of play. Luke Glancy has gone into play right field to finish the ball game. Knutson is out in left field. So St. Leo with is that Rollins win?
St. Leo win.
A St. Leo win?
Yep.
So St. Leo has beaten Rollins in the first game of today's doubleheader, and I believe there should be a second game.
It was moved. I don't know if it was moved. Tomorrow. It was either moved or it was always 1, 2, 3 Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
They might play Sunday.
They play Sunday. I don't know if it was since moved or how that works. Yeah.
So that'll give the Spartans a 2-game edge. Rollins won yesterday. Ground ball. Urso takes a nice hop. And we've got 2 down. 1 out away from a 3-game sweep. Ebo to the plate. Last chance. Nelson winds and fires. Nick Long and ready to pick up his 6th win of the year.
Spartan win what, 26?
5th win of the year.
Will this be 26?
Pardon me?
26 for the Spartans?
26, yes, 26-3. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball high. 1-2 now. Spartans put up 5 in the first to kind of put this one away quickly. 2 in the second. Ball low in the dirt. 3 more in the 5th. And just kept piling it on. 1 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Popped up. Should be the game. Urso calling for it, waving everyone off on the grass. Makes the catch. Spartans win. Tampa takes 3 games from Palm Beach Atlantic. Spartans now 11-1 in the Sunshine State Conference. 26-3 overall on the season. Nick Long getting the win today. Tampa 14 runs, 16 hits, no errors. Palm Beach Atlantic, no runs, 5 hits, committed 2 errors on the day. We will be back not until mid-April. Spartans on the road for the next 2 weekends. Next week, they are at Embry-Riddle, and then they are up at Lee College or Lee University for a non-conference game. We are back on Thursday, April 14th, when Barry comes to town. But until then, follow the Spartans online as they hit the road. So, for Daniel running the board, Tate Gebhardt with the color commentary and play-by-play. This is Jack Ike saying, hang with us. We'll be back in 2 weeks right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Drive safely, everybody.